Have you heard what really happened to Bev Bevan is a question that intrigues fans of rock history because his journey as one of the most influential drummers in British rock is filled with extraordinary highs, unexpected challenges, and the personal decisions that shaped both his career and legacy. Bev Bevan, best known as the powerhouse behind the drums for iconic bands such as the Move and Electric Light Orchestra, ELO, became celebrated for his precision, energy, and the driving rhythms that helped define the sound of British rock in the 1960s and 1970s. With the Move, Bevan honed his craft, combining technical skill with a distinctive style that allowed the band's melodic rock and psychedelic influences to flourish, earning critical acclaim and chart-topping hits that cemented their place in music history. When he co-founded Electric Light Orchestra, his drumming became a cornerstone of the band's signature fusion of rock, classical strings, and ambitious studio experimentation, supporting Jeff Lynne's vision of a symphonic rock sound that was both innovative and commercially successful. However, despite this acclaim, Bev Bevan's career was not without its complexities. Over time, internal band dynamics, creative disagreements, and the pressures of maintaining a high-profile career contributed to significant challenges, including periods of tension within ELO that ultimately influenced his decisions regarding touring, recording, and long-term commitments. In the late 1980s, Bevan made the difficult decision to step away from the band, prioritizing personal well-being and reflecting on the direction of his career, while continuing to engage with music through session work, collaborations, and projects that allowed him to maintain creative involvement without the strains of full-time band life. Fans and observers have noted that Bevan's departure was marked by both relief and regret, a recognition of the necessity to step back while acknowledging the profound impact he had on the bands and recordings that defined an era. Beyond his work with the Move and ELO, Bevan also participated in reunion performances, tribute concerts, and charitable events, demonstrating an enduring connection to his musical roots and a commitment to celebrating the legacy of the rock scene he helped shape. Over the decades, Bevan's contributions to music have been celebrated not only for technical skill but for their musicality, versatility, and ability to support complex arrangements while enhancing the overall sound of the bands he performed with. In interviews and reflections, he has spoken about the pressures of life on the road, the demands of the recording studio, and the personal sacrifices required to sustain a career in rock music, providing insight into the human side of a life often viewed through the lens of performance and celebrity. The story of what really happened to Bev Bevan highlights a broader truth about music careers. Success is often intertwined with personal decisions, resilience, and the ability to navigate both creative fulfillment and the practical realities of the industry. Even as time passed and ELO continued with new lineups and projects, Bevan's legacy remained intact, influencing generations of drummers who studied his technique, energy, and innovative approach to rhythm. His journey also illustrates the importance of recognizing personal limits and the courage it takes to step back from the spotlight without abandoning one's passion, a lesson that resonates with musicians and fans alike. Today, Bev Bevan is remembered as a foundational figure in British rock whose work continues to inspire and whose story demonstrates the human side of artistry, dedication, collaboration, sacrifice, and the pursuit of creative authenticity. The narrative of his career, from the heights of chart success with The Move, to the revolutionary sounds of ELO, to his later life navigating both professional transitions and personal fulfillment, offers a nuanced perspective on what it truly means to leave a mark on music history. Ultimately, the story of what really happened to Bev Bevan is not one of scandal or misfortune but of a musician who achieved extraordinary success, made thoughtful choices about his life and career, and left an enduring imprint on rock music that continues to resonate with fans and fellow artists decades after his initial rise to fame. It is a reminder that behind every legendary performance is a human being navigating the challenges of creativity, collaboration, and personal growth, and that Bev Bevan's life and career embody the resilience, talent, and vision required to become an enduring figure in the ever-changing landscape of rock music.